At the end of the day, when you're building a business, when you're building a team, when you're operating, I want to stand as an example of the type of product team that I want to run and that I think is effective, which is no one is too good for the work. Like no one just manages the work. People actually have to deliver value. There's no pride in like size and scope. There's only pride in output and impact. Like I have a big team. It's great. At the end of the day, what I care about most is building great product and helping that team do so. And so I just think there's this missing voice of what it actually means to build product, what it actually means to build a business. And especially at higher levels, what it looks like to operate and really care about the work, not just the practice.
Yeah, you say almost everything about growing the size and scale of your team has an immediate and detrimental impact to the thing that matters most, building awesome products. Unless you actively fight against these effects, you'll wake up one day with a very effective bureaucracy, but a very poor product. And you list off a bunch of these things. There's a whole category of meetings like one-on-one silo decisions, consensus-driven meetings, and there's a whole process, diffusing ownership, policy, operating, all of these types of pieces. And so I'm just interested, like, why do you think these things creep in over time?
Because of incentive. I mean, because of incentives and complexity.
Oh, you're speaking my language. Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, what's really interesting is as companies grow, there are incentives for careers to grow. Fareed, as you said, the ways careers grow is you have more scope of control. The way we define scope of control is people. When you have more people, you have to coordinate those people. It becomes more costly. People start to, especially in remote or async environments, people start to get uncoordinated. And so you put in process and policy to sort of bring things in line. And all of those things are detrimental, I think, to building and shipping stuff that's great and also shipping stuff that's fast. But I also don't think of my job as scaffolding the organization and, putting in process and making sure we're doing things, the capital R right way. I really think my job is to keep this very, very big machine moving as fast as possible so that we can actually gain the output from the investments we're making in headcount, as opposed to getting decreasing returns on that growth in headcount. I mean, the thesis of growing headcount is we can do more and more and more, but when incrementally that more has a cost to it, you start to get less and less and less. And so I think the magic trick that you have to pull as a product leader or as an engineering leader or as a company leader is how do you get more and more and more just as efficiently as when you were a small team. And to me, that is very tactically looking across the system and ripping out the bad effects and lending your credibility, lending your position to give people permission to rip those things out.